Welcome back, my YouTube friends and family. This is Lindsay, and I am back with more daily work from home job leads for you. Today, we have a mixed bag. We have a part-time typing what you hear transcription type job. We have customer service. We have two different jobs. One is paying you to research payments. The other is paying you to research utility bills. I even threw in a healthcare billing job. But of course, as always, links, timestamps, any additional information you may need to get to any of the pages that I'm sharing, read reviews on companies, get those applications in, navigate around this video, can all be found in the YouTube description box below this video. Most of these jobs are not going to require any kind of college degree. Starting off with the first one prefers a degree. It's not required, but it is preferred, and it might get you to the top of the line for an interview. The company is Pearson. They are an education company. They have 8,900 reviews from past and current employees, that overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.7 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a remote transcriber. And as a transcriber, no matter what company you work for, you are using web-based tools to listen to spoken responses one by one and basically transcribe or type word for word what the person is saying using specific transcription notation. So sometimes you might have to enter for different paragraphs or label them speaker 1, speaker 2, or if the speakers have a name, sometimes you might have to enter their name. Now, it does say that you're going to have to pass a training session, which can take up to 10 hours, but that training session is paid. And this is going to be a part-time temporary position. They're looking for it to last about 4 months, and they're looking for someone to work about 10 to 20 hours a week. Pay is $18 an hour. And again, kind of what they're looking for is just somebody who is great with the English language, because you're going to have to type words, so you got to be great with grammar, spelling, all that kind of thing. Again, they do prefer somebody who has a bachelor degree in some kind of language-related field like English or language studies. Not required though, as long as you have great attention to detail. You can type at least 55 words per minute. They do want somebody who has previous typing or transcription experience. And of course, because this is a part-time temporary position, you're going to have your own headphones, internet, and computer. We have Crum Forester hiring. Now, Crum Forester is a company that specializes in commercial lines of insurance. They have 285 reviews with a high employee satisfaction rating of 4.4 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a remote cash specialist. So this basically means you're going to be doing a lot of research, assisting the cash team, researching and processing daily cash receipts, making sure that all the details of the appropriate receivable system to the correct customer account and policy transaction have been followed. So you're making sure that cash receipts, those payments, get posted to the correct customer policy, and that you are reconciling the remittances to the accounts receivable balance so that everything balances and you know what customers have paid and what customers still have outstanding balances. So you're assisting with any unapplied cash application, reviewing unallocated reports on a regular basis, making sure that any money that has been collected that's not been accounted for on a customer's account gets moved to the correct customer's account. So you're basically correcting any misapplied payments in the system, processing cash transfers. So just doing the overall data entry of payment requests into the check processing system. Now, this is going to require some phone work. You're going to answer customer service phone calls and emails within established guidelines. So people are going to be calling in about their payments, and so you're going to be talking to them on the phone. They do prefer an associate's degree, but they state it's not required. Only a high school diploma is required as long as you have at least 1 to 3 years of accounts receivable or general accounting experience. You don't have to have any kind of accounting degree or anything like that. You just kind of have to know kind of how accounts receivable and general ledger accounting works. Now, they prefer somebody who's worked in property and casualty insurance experience before. Again, not required. You do have to kind of be a multitasker, be able to navigate around computers and software, be able to have great communication skills. Pay is all the way down at the bottom. It starts at $29,600 a year up to $55,800 a year. Of course, the salary you get offered is going to be dependent on things like your location and experience. Now, if you're an extroverted type person, you've got people skills, you don't mind talking to people and being on the phone, Gainwell Technologies is hiring. They have 927 reviews from past and current employees, that overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.1 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a call center representative. This is remote for the United States. This is going to be a healthcare customer service job. You are really harnessing the power of technology, helping the clients improve their health and well-being. You're going to provide knowledgeable responses to basic client questions, solving any client problems that they have. You'll also do a basic account maintenance, like updating their account history and following up with them to affirm their inquiry has been resolved. So if you've had people call in the past and they've gotten instructions or they've gotten help, you follow back up with them. You make the outbound phone call to make sure that they need no additional help and all of their questions or concerns have been answered. So it looks like you are going to have access to your teammates to kind of collaborate, bounce ideas off of, and work together to resolve client inquiries. I'm not sure for Gainwell what that looks like, but I did a work from home job one time as a customer service rep, and we had kind of like an instant messaging chat that we were all in where we could kind of help each other and bounce ideas off each other, ask quick questions, things like that. This does not require any kind of college degree. They just want somebody who has at least 2 years of some kind of customer service experience. That customer service experience can be in any industry, does not have to be in the healthcare field. Somebody who can be a problem solver, somebody who can work around a computer, navigate different software systems, specifically those Microsoft Office systems. Now, one thing to note, this is 100% remote. Their operating hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So just know you might be scheduled for different shifts during that time. They do pay a little bit on the lower end, though. Pay range is anywhere from $27,200 a year up to $38,900 a year. If you don't mind doing a little bit of research, digging deep to find out what is happening, Cass Information Systems is hiring. Now, Cass Information Systems runs payment solutions for larger companies. So they have 237 reviews from past and current employees, that overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.7 out of 5 stars. And since they run payment solutions for large companies, they are looking for a research clerk. This is full-time remote for the United States. They're looking for somebody to specifically work with utility companies, researching utility bills. So basically, if people are not paying their utility bill, they're going to get like termination warnings, or you're going to research other things like potential missing bills, late fees for people who have made their payment late. You're just analyzing payment history on these utility bills. You're also going to work with the utility companies to help negotiate payment arrangements so that people's utilities don't get cut off. So you are kind of working with the utility companies on behalf of the customers. This is going to require a lot of research into reviewing payment history, payments that have been posted to the utility account for that customer, and the status of check clearing. So you are really going to do a lot of research determining what further action is required. So this means you might pick up the phone and contact the utility vendor to determine the reason and amount of the balance due. You'll verify the customer's address, things like that. And so you might help negotiate on behalf of the customer an extension date for payment arrangements. And then, of course, you're going to prepare all this and provide written correspondence through email or fax for different things like check remittances to the vendors, making sure that anything necessary to resolve shutoff so that their power does not get cut off or their utilities do not get cut off is in place. No college degree is needed for this, just somebody who can communicate effectively, be positive, have great people skills, kind of be organized. You have to multitask, handling different tasks at the same time. Somebody who can perform basic computer functions, working through different software systems, specifically those Microsoft Office systems. Of course, you've got to have a high school diploma or GED and 6 months of some kind of telephone experience or some kind of a customer service experience. Now, sadly, CAS Information Systems did not list the actual pay in the job description. That will need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview. But of course, I looked through Glassdoor and it looks like there have been 5 people that worked as a research clerk for CAS Systems before that did say that their salary was somewhere between $37,000 a year, ranging up to $60,000 a year. The mid-range for this is about $47,000 a year. Now, if you're looking to get into healthcare billing, but you don't have any healthcare experience, Labcorp is hiring. They have 11,000 reviews from past and current employees, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a healthcare billing specialist. This is remote, and it says this job is available in 2 locations. When you click see all, it does say it's remote for the United States. It does not look like they have any state restrictions. But of course, they're looking for somebody to join their team to help them with billing their labs to insurance companies. So you're going to be doing a lot of data entry into the computer system, and then you're going to compare the data with the source documents, entering billing information into the computer system so that claim can get billed out to the insurance company, and Labcorp can collect money for the services they have provided. So you might have to research missing or incorrect information. The patient's name might mismatch what's on their insurance. Their date of birth might be wrong. There might be a code that was billed on the claim for a lab that should have been billed as a different code, all kinds of things like that. So you're just verifying the insurance information and making sure to research and update any demographic information into the computer system. Now, you might have to be on the phone with this, taking a phone call or making phone calls out to patients to resolve any billing issues. If you can't confirm their insurance, their date of birth, you're going to have to pick up the phone and call them and just confirm that. Now, it only requires a high school diploma or GED, no college degree. It says minimum of 1 year of previous working experience required, and that is any working experience, not necessarily in the healthcare field. It does say if you've had experience in medical billing or claims or insurance before, you'll be given priority for an interview, so that'll get you to the top of the line for an interview, but it's not required. They do want somebody who can type, have great attention to detail, have great organizational skills. Now, they are taking applications through February 21st of 2025. Even though they are hiring throughout the United States, they are looking for somebody to work Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're outside of that time zone, you'll have to convert your hours. And Labcorp does pay a little bit on the lower end. They are headquartered out of a lower cost of living area. And so sometimes the companies that hire remote will pay you based on your location and the cost of living in your area where you're based at. And sometimes companies just have their pay set based on where they are located. And Labcorp sets their pay based kind of on where they are located. Their pay range is anywhere from $15 an hour to $15.50 an hour. Now, if you live in a state where the minimum wage is higher than that, they will pay you your state's minimum wage. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.